So looking at, skipped ahead a bit, merit and demerit goods here. So nice pictures of fruit and vegetables, which you'll understand once you've watched the presentation. So specification objectives, what is meant by merit and demerit goods? So we need to be able to define these terms. Explain why the overconsumption of demerit goods and the underconsumption of merit goods leads to market failure, and evaluate the impact of these government interventions as solutions to the market failure of merit goods and demerit goods. So what are merit goods? This is a very OCR specific definition of what merit goods are. So if you look it up on the internet or in other textbooks, it's slightly different. But the OCR definition is that these are products that are better for people than they realise. And they do tend to be, they tend to go hand in hand with products that also produce positive externalities. But theoretically, according to this definition, there's no reason why they have to occur at the same time. But let's have a look at an example. So oily fish could be an example of merit goods. So until recently, lots of people didn't realise they were so beneficial for people. The omega, whatever oils in there, it's good for you. So if you had to come up with a list of merit goods, I don't know, exercise, education, gardening apparently is very good for your mental health, those types of things. So how do you decide if it's a merit good? Well, basically there's got to be some form of information failure going on, and because what's happening is people don't realise how good they are for them. So there's some form of information failure, maybe because of the information's not available, people just didn't know, or maybe misleading information, but that leads to people making poor decisions. And in the case of merit goods, they don't realise how good it is for them, so they don't consume enough of this product, and so they underconsume the product. And because it's underconsumed, you know, in a market, the producer is only going to supply things that are wanted, items that are wanted. So if there's underconsumption, if there's underdemand basically of the product, then there'll be underproduction of the product as well. So it's allocatively inefficient, so it's market failure because too few scarce resources are being allocated to production. This is a video that I show my students. You can find it on YouTube about Jamie's school dinner. I think it's quite a nice example of market failure, especially with merit goods, that people don't, these students don't, young students don't realise how good some food is for them, and especially how harmful some of the food is for them. This is quite funny, this picture here, because it says yuck, and then it's got loads of vegetables underneath it, and then it's got yum, and it looks like loads of chocolate underneath it. But over here we probably have the merit goods, and over here we have the demerit goods. So I think they need to change that signage there. But yeah, a nice example of kind of merit goods and demerit goods, and what Jamie did to try and resolve this information failure that was going on. So lots of different policies that he tried to apply, and one of them being education. So have a think about how you would promote healthy eating in your school or college. Okay, so some of the solutions that you might have to merit goods might be to subsidise merit goods. So we know that this lowers the price, and this could encourage consumption because we tend to like to buy more of a product when it has a lower price. We could completely subsidise it. We could make it free, and so everyone can access it, no matter you know, your income. So like the NHS, free healthcare, or free state education. We could provide education and information, so make people aware of the benefits. So the Change for Life government scheme at the moment, about with the TV adverts about get you 5 a day and those types of things. Or we could use regulation. We could just say, you know what, you have to consume this product. Enforcing, you know, people to consume is only used in quite specific cases. We can't force people to eat 5 a day, but we do force people to go to school, so that would be an example of that. Okay, so what is meant by merit goods? It's where the the consumer is not aware of the private benefits, and that leads to underconsumption, which leads to market failure because it's allocatively inefficient because too few scarce resources are allocated. And we can use subsidies and regulation and maybe information to solve this problem.